Welcome back for another Reddit story video. Today we have 3 stories for you to enjoy. As always, don't forget to share and like if you enjoy these videos. Without further ado, here we go.
I am not the receptionist. At my current job, I work in a big, multi-story building that a lot of businesses share. For 2 days of the week, I cover the receptionist desk for my company. It is on the ground floor in a really stupid place in front of one of the main doors. So a lot of people think I am the main receptionist for the building, despite there being a big neon sign with my company on it. It's a fair enough mistake to make, I guess, and I just point them in the correct direction and they go to the actual concierge desk. There have been a few people who don't listen to me at all and still demand I help them. 2 stick out. The first was in person and the second was on the phone. The in-person one came up to my desk and asked me to give them an access pass to level 15. Me. I'm sorry, I'm not the main receptionist. I'm only reception for my company, but if you head to the lift over there and go down 1 floor, you will find the main concierge and they will be able to help you. Man, but I need to get there as soon as possible. I don't have time to wait in another line. Can't you just give me a pass? Me, you can't even see their desk from here. How do you know there's a line? There usually isn't, but I'm sorry, but I can't give you a pass. Why not? Because I only work for my company, as you can see by the giant sign on my desk. I only have access to the levels my company is on. Well, can't you go get a pass for me from that concierge? No. Why not? Because I can't leave my desk, not to mention me going down the lift, asking for a pass, obtaining it, bringing it back to you, only for you to go back to that floor to use the lift there, as the ones on this level don't go up to 15. It's going to take twice as long as you going there yourself. Besides, they won't give me a pass, as I have no reason to go up there. The pass is for you, not me. I can't get it on your behalf. Why not? Me just stares at him. I'm sorry, I literally cannot help you. Go to the concierge desk. Then I ignored him until he grumbled and stomped away, in the opposite direction to which I pointed him. Idiot. As I said, I work in a big multi-story building that a lot of businesses share. The business that has the most floors on and has their name on the building is a private health insurer. I hate them on principle, so I'm going to call them Jerk Factory. The reception phone very rarely rings. We actually have a switchboard on another level. Reception is mostly to give out access passes to those actually visiting us. So when the phone rings, I get a bit anxious because our reception number isn't even on our website. It's supposed to be more for internal staff. So the phone rings. Me. Hello, my company, you're speaking with OP. Lady. Oh, is this my company? I was trying to get to Jerk Factory. Yes, sorry, my company is in the same building, but we are not in any way affiliated with Jerk Factory. Lady pauses. Well, can you put me through then? Excuse me? Can you put me through to Jerk Factory? No, sorry, I don't know if our phones can do external transfer. I'm sure they can, but I don't know how. As I said, the phone is hardly used. And even if they can do external calls, I'm not sure what their number is. But you're in the same building. It's not external? Again, yes, I am in the same building, but they are completely separate company and phone line. And again, I don't know their number. Can't you look it up? Can't you? This is terrible customer service. Lady, you are not my customer. Now, please stop wasting my time. My other line is ringing. My other line was not ringing, but my god, was she annoying. That reception desk is super annoying, but the plus side is that it is usually so quiet that I spend most of my day on Reddit. I don't work for you full time anymore, so you need to pay me a freelance rate to fix your problem. I had been working as a consultant on a major project for a tech firm. I was the subject matter expert on System, an antiquated database program that was basically obsolete and which this company kept around mostly for convenience. I've been with the company about a year and only ended up as SME on that system because the other SMEs had quit. Why, you ask? Well, the project manager over the product using that system, Jim, was a nightmare. Lack of communication, flexible due dates that spanned weeks, and threw curveballs at the last minute. Demands of time tracking in multiple systems none of which were actually utilized unless they were trying to prove someone was doing something wrong. It was a mess. I found another job and put in my notice, a full 3 weeks notice just to make sure they could find someone. They never scheduled me to train anybody, so I assumed they found someone who had experience in system. I turned in my keys and computer and then I left. About a week later, I got a call from Jim. "We need you to come in and fix an issue we're having." "I'm sorry, I don't work there anymore," I said, thinking that maybe the manager had forgotten. "I know, but we don't have anyone here who can fix system, so we need you," he explained the issue. It was a few hours work fix. "Alright, if you would like me to work on the system, then I am willing to help, but I'll have to charge you by the hour at a contract rate, and it will have to be after hours because I have a new full-time job." The manager balked. "No, you will come in and work at my original hourly rate." "No," I explained as carefully as I could. "First, I am not your full-time employee anymore. I have none of your full-time benefits. Second, this will be after hours and, from my perspective, overtime work. So again, I'm happy to help you, but I will be at new rate per hour." "That's stupid. You know how to fix this. This should be easy for you. I'm not paying you new rate for something you already did at an old rate." At this point, I lost my patience. "I am not bothering with you. Take my rate or don't. Next time you call, it will go up." "Now listen here, you F." I hung up. He called back immediately. I pick up the call. "I need you to come fix this now." He ceded into the phone. "I can do that," I said politely. "My rate is new rate plus $50 per hour." "You can't do that," Jim shouted. "I'm not paying you an extra new rate plus $75 per hour." "No, you're an effing new rate plus $100 per hour." "Keep going, Jim. I have all day." There was a real long pause. "New rate. I will do that, but nothing more." I'll be honest with you guys, I really considered doubling down for the elevated rate, but at the same time, I know I win when I see it, so I took the job. I assume he did find a new expert because I never did another job for them again. No, this is not XYZ shuttle bus. I never had a landline phone until about 9 years ago. I decided to get it because my cell phone service was pretty shitty and I wanted a landline in case my calls were not coming in. One important thing to note here is that the telephone companies have a certain amount of numbers for the public. Once they are gone, they start to recycle old numbers that were no longer in use. And it didn't matter if they were business numbers either. So I get my landline and we start getting weird calls. All of them were for 2 different businesses. One is, yep, still around, a shuttle bus service, and the other calls were apparently for a pawn shop. Many of the calls for people asking for the bus service went like this. Wrong number is WN, me is your humble servant. WN. Hello, yes? Yeah, I wanted to know when X shuttle service will be available tomorrow. Yeah, sorry, you have the wrong number. They would usually hang up, but then there would be idiots dialing the same number again. Hello? Is this X shuttle? Lady, I already told you you have the wrong number. This is a residential line. So this is not shuttle? Can you give me their number? At that point, I just hang up. We were getting at least 4 calls every week until I got fed up because people were calling at 2 a.m. in the morning and decided that the next time someone would call about the shuttle, I would ask them for the address of this place. Sure enough, 2 days later, I got another call. Hello? Yes? Is this shuttle? No, but hey, could you provide me with the address for the shuttle service you're looking for? I thought I was calling shuttle at 123 blah 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 road. No, this is a residential line, but people have been constantly calling my number asking for the same thing. Can I ask you where you got this number? From a flyer. When did you get the flyer? Maybe a year ago, I don't remember. Okay, thanks. So I got the address and decided to check their number. Their current number was not mine, it was a completely different number, so I called them and the following occurs. Shuttle. This is Shuttle, how can I help you? Hey, I need to speak to the owner or supervisor of this company. Is there something wrong? Maybe I can help? No, because this has to do with your flyer information. Owner comes in and answers the phone. Owner, hello? Yes, I have a problem. Your customers are constantly calling my home number, and I want you to tell all your customers that your number has been updated and to not call my number. You've changed numbers recently, have you? No, we changed numbers several years ago. Well, your customers are getting my number from your flyers. Give me a second. Comes back after a few minutes. I see what you mean. I checked and our flyers seem like they haven't been updated because since we have a lot of them, we just stroked the old number by hand and wrote the new one down. This is something common here. People are too damn cheap to order new and updated media for their marketing. Well, please put out a general announcement to everyone to not call my number. It's very annoying nuisance and stop giving out those flyers. Owner, we will just make sure to strike your number and we are not going to order a new batch just because of that. We can manage things this way. Okay, well, if you're not going to do that, then I will start to give out false information about schedules and prices. How about that? Owner, he hung up on me. Mother effer. Yeah, Mexicans can be assholes. I'm in Mexico, so please don't start with your racist BS. I'm just stating a fact from here. But as Mexicans, we can also be very vindictive. So we were continuing to getting these calls. I gave them a week to see if they fixed anything. Second week comes around, we're still getting calls. But we were fed up with them, so when they would ask if we were the shuttle company, we would say yeah and give them false information, made up schedules and fake prices. We even told them that X shuttle company had better prices. People were hella confused because why was our company telling people that another company was better? We had a ton of laughs except when they would call at very early hours in the morning or very late at night. We would just hang up as soon as we heard them ask, "Is this shuttle bus?" This goes on for another 6 months, but by the end of that we were just hanging up. One day I get a call. Me, hello? Shuttle owner. Is this my number? Yes, who is this? I'm the owner of the shuttle bus. Oh, tell me why I shouldn't hang up on you like you did to me when I asked for your help. Listen, we've been getting a lot of complaints from our customers and I cut him off. Oh, so now you're concerned for your customers. Remember that I told you to fix that shit up or I will mess with your customers? You didn't believe me, did you? Okay, listen, I do apologize. We've made an order for new flyers. Your number will not be there and we will tell all of our customers to call our new number. Please, if a customer still calls you, please give them our number. Why should I do that? It's not my problem that you were an asshole to me and now you're paying for it. Just please, as a personal favor. I will do as I can, but if I'm busy, I will just hang up on them because we're not your personal receptionist. Okay, fair enough. Thank you and apologies. Yeah, it's when they get hit in the wallet that they start to move. The calls were still coming through for another 2 months and then stopped. We do occasionally get a call or two every few months. We just hang up, so I guess asshole owner got his shit together. The other story, well, apparently our damn phone company had assigned our number to another company. This other company was a pawn shop. So not only were getting calls from the shuttle service, but also from people looking for their shit at the pawn. We were used to now hanging up on people or numbers that we did not know. But there was always some idiot calling not once or twice but 3 times the number. Needless to say, we were pissed at this point. Yeah, it's not the person's fault, but it's not ours either. Funny enough, almost all the pawn calls we would get were angry people or just plain rude. There was one I remember clearly. WN, hello? Me hangs up. WN, dialing again. Hello? Why did you hang up on me? Who is this? I want to talk to your manager. You shouldn't be hanging up on calls. Me, lady, you got the wrong number. That's why I hang up. Click, I hang up again. WN dialing for a 3rd time. Lady, now very pissed, you dialed the effing wrong number. Stop dialing. You mean this is not pawn shop? No, now stop calling. I hang up. WN dials again. Me, what the F is your problem? I told you this is not the pawn shop. Well, you don't have to be rude, you know. So you called me again to tell me I shouldn't be rude when you have been harassing me with your calls? Are you an idiot or do you actually have a screw loose? I hang up. She didn't dial again, but those pawn calls were very similar. People calling over and over even when we just picked up the call to hang up so they stopped calling. We would not pick up the phones if the caller ID showed a number we didn't recognize. So just as with the shuttle service, I tried to locate the damn pawn shop, but to no avail. There are like 20 locations with the same name. I have no clue which one had our number before us and even shuttle service. Just as we had fun with the shuttle service calls, we would sometimes also have fun with the pawn calls. People would generally ask if they can go back and pay for the stuff, and we would just say, "Oh no, you can't, we sold it." They would get pissed off, of course, and say that they still had time and that they could not do that. We would just laugh and say, "Oh well, then you should hurry up and see if you can talk to the manager," and we hang up. It was annoying at first, funny after the first month, and then just tiring after a while. I was still trying to figure out where this pawn shop is located so I can call, but no luck yet. We didn't get as many calls for the pawn shop as we did the shuttle, and just today we had another loser call us asking us not to sell his shit. That he was gonna pass by and pay, we don't even answer, we just hang up the phone. Maybe one day I'll find out where this mystical pawn shop is located so I can ask them WTF. So those were the stories for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be highly appreciated. It really does help my channel out. Also, if you enjoy this and want to stay up to date on the latest videos, then don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next video.